Howdy students, we're back with another example here. Now we're asked to find the volume of the solid whose base is the parabolic region bounded by y equals x squared and y equals 4, where the cross sections are perpendicular to the y-axis and their squares. Alright, so we see hopefully these squares, rectangles, squares look like they have a little bit of depth here, so that we kind of have a similar situation to our previous example, where we get this kind of behavior with our squares. And we do see that we are in fact perpendicular to the y-axis. Okay, awesome. So since we're perpendicular to the y-axis this time, we're going to need to integrate with respect to y. We have an expression that is in terms of x, so I'm going to solve for x here. And this gives me x equals the square root of y. Okay, awesome. The next thing that we do is we recall area of a square is a equals the width squared, or length times width, right? But these two are the same. Okay, so what is our width here? Alright, so in this case, it's another similar situation to before, where in this case our x only gives us half the length of our square here. Oh, come on, pen. There we go. Right here. Right? So I need two of these. Alright? So this 2 square root y equals w. So I'm going to go ahead and substitute this in. Let me write this in black. A equals 2 y squared. When I distribute this exponent, I get 4y. Okay? The last thing we need to do is we need to remember that the integral of area equals volume. So the integral is volume. Alright, so what are our bounds here? Alright, we're integrating with respect to y. So we see we start from y equals 0 and we go all the way to y equals 4. Okay, so awesome. Next thing I'm going to do, 0 to 4. Evaluating this integral, and then pulling the 4 out here, I get 4 integral 0 to 4 of y, which equals 4 y squared over 2 on the bounds 0 to 4, which gives me 16 over 2 minus 0 over 2 times 4. Man, there we go. Alright, and so the last thing I need to do is I need to multiply. I'm going to get a common denominator here, so I get 8. I will buy a new pen, I guess that's another expense. 8 over 2 times 16 over 2 gives me 16 times 8. We get 48. 4. 1 times 8 is 8, plus 4 is 12. 128 over 2 times 2. 2 times 2 is 4 over 4, which gives me 32. little bit of a shorter example here, but it's a little bit more straightforward because we have these nice square regions, right? So once we have the length of one of our sides, it's a pretty straightforward integral to evaluate. So, thank you guys.